Morning, everyone. And with that very heartfelt speech from Mr. Strada, and I really applaud your energy and your love for the medicine and your gratitude to your fellow students, your faculty, and staff. That was absolutely wonderful of you to do that. I just want to acknowledge that. And I've been there with you, and I know how you felt going through this long, is that ever going to end journey, the study, the sacrifice that you have to give in getting to this point. I admire you that you have the courage and the stamina to stay on Oprah. And while in my speech earlier, I would touch upon some of my own personal experiences and tackling both Western medicine first and, Chinese medicine first, and then Western medicine. And coming over to the United States, a different culture, and go through all that steps that you have mentioned. It's not easy at all. It's a lot of sacrifice. But anyway, as it can be seen by my sisters here, and she's gone through dental school and all that, to become what we are today is certainly a very rewarding, but at the same time, a very sacrifice to the max. Okay, now I cannot compete with you with that energetic foreign speech. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on the major parts, which I think is important for all of us. Okay, so first I want to greet Dr. Lee, and I want to appreciate Dr. Kim's a very good congratulatory slides, and I also want to acknowledge Dr. Kim here in staff, and good morning to all you, and also the graduating students, families, and friends, and also the working hard staffs that give us so much help to help us along the way. It's not you students. I've got immense help that I couldn't repay with gratitude to the staffs of Wongu University under the good leadership of your President Lee. Let's give one applause for. I want to say it is my distinguished honor to be invited as your commencement speaker. Let me be the first to congratulate you in achieving a remarkable milestone in your lives. I would also like to welcome you as my new colleagues as you become new members of the Oriental medical profession. Our profession, as your chairman of the board of directors, Dr. Kim has mentioned, has a long history. And actually, it's a long history of 3,000 years, started in Asia. Maybe first in China and then go somewhere else. Mind you, if you think about the Western medicine, the Oriental medicine has got 3,000 years. The Western medicine is 300 years. But they have developed very fast. And we will get there as we would continue to assert our effort, even have to do the lobbying, and to prove ourselves to the Western medical communities that we are just as competent, if not better, doctors. Okay? So, thank you. Our profession, as I said, have more than 3,000 years serving mankind in time of need, and is still doing this until this time, as the humanitarian outreach to this day reach out to those desperate in need, as exemplified by acupuncturists without borders, where they have gone to different continents, in Africa, in Asia, in time of earthquake, hurricane, we are there. So that is very, very nice, and they sacrifice their time, and that's a humanitarian effort that they do. And we participate actively in the medical profession, so. Our forefathers in this profession had always upheld bear with me, okay, uphold what I call in Chinese language, 中庸之道, which is the way of the middle path. The present day extension of this is the concept of moderation. At this time we are facing so many excess around us, like opiate crisis, natural disasters like hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, wildfires, you name it. And that will lead us to be thinking about that it is just very befitting that we have to at least embrace the concept of moderation in your own personal and professional lives. In your professional life, when you practice acupuncture, it is not more needles the better. On the contrary, the excessive needles will actually be called in the classic Chinese medicine, 乱气. That means that would scatter the qi. And they have, even in the present day Chinese, they advocate use as less needles as possible, even one time one needles, as Dr. Lee has witnessed in China, So, but if you do that, thinking more is the better, then you're scattering the qi. You're actually making the condition you're trying to treat worse. When you prescribe herbs, I also want to caution you, you have to consider the body constitution of the patient. It is very important because you have to understand whether their body can really absorb the decoction that you so carefully to put together. And can they absorb that? Because mind you, they are already taking a lot of Western herbs. Western pharmaceutical drugs. So it is challenging, on the one part, trying to alleviate whatever the suffering is, at the same time try to avoid the many side effects of Western medicine. So, also, the herbs may run sometimes, if you have a lot more herbs, it will run a higher risk of drug interactions with the many Western drugs your patients may already be taking. In applying the moderation to your personal life, which is equally important, because with your complete personal life, that your patients will feel when you see them. So you have a job to do, that you have to kind of straighten out your own personal life too. So in applying the moderation to your personal life, it is easy to be influenced by some of your friends when you are drinking or sort of doing the occasional drugs, like some people would do, cocaine, etc. And before you know, the social drinking can end up becoming an alcoholic, time, and which may cause a very tragic, if not deadly, consequences, especially in a context or scenario of driving under the influence or commonly known as DUI. So, in the Chinese philosophy, by Confucius also, it is often said the best way to stop a bad habit is never to start. Of course, that often requires self-control and self-determination. Think of moderation and self-control are ways to achieve balance in life, which is also the center core of the Oriental medicine. That ultimately will bring you, I can promise you, if you can do that, a much inner peace and a higher achievements. I often ascribe to the dictum, a simple life is a good life, especially without vices. I wish all of you graduating students of Oriental medicine could strive to be the best practitioners you can be, practicing the Oriental medicine with empathy and compassion to your patients. At the same time, not afraid of taking any head-on challenges. We will have a lot of challenges, especially you have to sometimes fight with the mainstream medicine. But we will prevail, okay? Okay, if you stick to it. So with this, my best wishes to you all in the upcoming years of rewarding careers in Oriental medicine, accomplishing much success in your personal and professional life. Again, my heartiest congratulations to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wong. Oh,
See, I wanted to have it.
wants to keep on going. Please tell us more of your secrets and your tips and tricks. I remember being in clinicals, and Dr. Kim and I were discussing about, yeah, you can treat the whole body with just one needle. I'm like, please tell me the secret formula. When do I use it? I love that. Thank you, Dr. Wong. We look forward to continuing our relationship with you as one of our faculty at Wongu University. I appreciate your wisdom and your guidance. Now we have come to the moment we have all been waiting for, the conferring of degrees. To confer the degrees, I would like to invite first Dr. Sung-Tae Kim, Clinic Director, and then Dr. Lee to the center podium. Once the degrees are conferred, Dr. Lee and Dr. Kim will distribute the diplomas to the graduates and invert their hoods. After the graduates have received their diplomas, Dr. Sung-Tae Kim will lead them in the taking of the oath of Oriental medicine. Dr. Sung-Tae Kim and Dr. Lee, please step up to the podium.
Before I say something, I'm really seriously considering. So why we have to sit in front of this here? Because when I see the slide and this video, we have to twist my whole body right here. It made me my neck is for most of the stations right now.
Only the one needle.
Yeah, one needle. Yeah. In this case, it's clean 40.
Yeah.
See,
You're fine.
Yeah. Stomach for you. Okay, so will the graduate please stand? President Lee, I present to you the graduation class of 2024. These students have fulfilled the requirement for the Master of Science in Oriental Medicine degree and have been recommended by the faculty of Wongu University of Oriental Medicine.
You have all been recommended to me by our distinguished faculty, and therefore by virtue of the law of the state of Nevada and the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of Wongu University of Oriental Medicine. I confer upon each of you who have been fulfilled all the requirements the Master of Science in Oriental Medicine degree with all their rights, honors, and privilege pertaining thereto. You may move your tassel to the left side.
Yay, the best part. Dr. Lee and Dr. Kim, please come to the center of the stage. They will be presenting the diplomas and inverting the hoods. The master's hood is a modern interpretation of the hooded robes worn by medieval monks who taught in the early universities. The green on the outside represents graduating in the healthcare field, while the blue, green, and red on the inside represents the school colors. By inverting the hood to show the school colors, it signifies the transition from student to colleague. I now ask the Wongu President, Dr. Lee, to present the diplomas to the graduates as I call out their names. First graduate, Anais Melendez Estrada. Next graduate, Jean Kim. Jody Legas. Sohyun Lee Kelso. Unfortunately, we're not able to be here today. Graduates, please make your way back up to the front of the stage. I now invite Dr. Sung-tae Kim to lead the oath taking. Dr. Kim, please, it's your here.
author of Oriental Medicine. All the graduates, please raise your hands. And then, repeat after me. I hereby freeze my commitment to the following principles.
I hereby pledge my commitment to the following principles.
When I treat a patient,
When I treat a patient,
I will first calm my mind and make steadfast my intentions.
I will first calm my mind and make steadfast my intentions.
I shall hold no desire or hopes,
I shall hold no desires or hopes,
but instead of hold compassion above all else.
but instead hold compassion above all else.
I will remember that
I will remember that
I do not merely treat an illness,
I do not merely treat an illness,
but a human being, and have a responsibility to address my patient with a holistic approach.
but a human being, and I have the responsibility to address my patient with a holistic approach.
I will not be ashamed to say,
I will not be ashamed to say,
I know not,
I know not,
nor will I fail to call in my colleagues
nor will I fail to call in my colleagues
when the skill of another are needed for the patient's best interest.
when the skills of another are needed for a patient's best interest.
I will help guide my patients to prevent disease whenever I can.
I will help guide my patients to prevent disease whenever I can.
For preventing are preferable to cure.
For prevention is preferable to cure.
I will respect the privacy and the dignity of my patient.
I will respect the privacy and dignity of my patients.
I will not dwell on the past or worry about the future.
I will not dwell on the past or worry about the future.
I will not pound my own reward nor place myself before patient.
I will not ponder my own reward nor place myself before patients.
I will see the distress of others and feel as if I myself am distressed and hold sympathy in my heart.
I will see the distress of others and feel as if I myself am in distress and hold sympathy in my heart.
I will not hide behind the excuse to avoid my duty.
I will not hide behind excuses to avoid my duty.
May I always act so as to preserve to finite traditions of my calling.
May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling.
And may I long experience the joy of facilitation, healing in those who seek my help.
And may I long experience the joy of facilitating healing in those who seek my help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kim, and congratulations, graduates. Please keep this oath in mind, and when I mean mine, I mean your shun, as you start practicing. Shun meaning you're scared. Now is the time for photographs of our graduates. Stage party, please join the graduates at the front of the stage. Parents and family members, please feel free to take photos of your graduate, but stay clear of our official photographer. Congratulations to our 2024 graduates. We are also proud of you. Thank you everyone for joining us here on this momentum occasion. Thank you to the sponsors, Suntan Laboratories. Thank you to Finding Joy Gift Shop and KPC Product Incorporations for their gift bag donations. Thank you UNLV and the Marjorie Barrick Museum for hosting us. I hope I did not butcher that name. Please enjoy a delightful assortment of complimentary snacks and beverages provided in the lobby. Reminder that food and beverages are not allowed to be brought into the auditorium or the exhibition. Thanks for your cooperation. Enjoy your celebrations and have a safe trip back home. Let's have a huge round of applause.